Hey Pisces, welcome to your weekly forecast for November 8th through the 14th. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. Now, I am setting the intention for the 8th through the 14th. However, you might stumble upon this video outside of those dates, and that's just fine. You're going to find it when you're meant to find it, okay? Whenever it's time for you to hear the messages. Keep in mind, these are general readings. Not every single message will resonate. So take what does and leave the rest. Alrighty, my dear Pisces friends. One more shuffle here. Alright. I like to make sure the cards are very thoroughly shuffled. So that feels good to me. First card coming up here is the Knight of Wands. Now, this is interesting, guys. Because Pisces, you've been getting a lot of fire in your readings, okay? There's been a shift going on with you guys since this past summer, right? And it's not letting up. It's not changing anytime soon, right? Was it you guys that I kind of made a joke? I said this is the new normal. People are waiting for you to go back to normal, but this is the new normal. You guys are extra feisty. You guys are extra spicy right now. All right? Pisces, I love you guys, right? I have family who are Pisces. I have very close friends who are Pisces. And you guys typically, generally, right, you get kind of typecast as the peacemakers. You have these great big loving hearts. You don't like to rock the boat. You're really good at figuring out what people are into and like finding common ground with them. But there's been this ongoing theme for Pisces where you guys are kind of tired of it. You're kind of sick of it. Right? You're like in this energy where you're like, but what about me? What about what I want? What about what I want to do? So you're carving out this independence. You're carving out this sense of self and this identity, right? You're not just some, you know, little easily influenced or moldable little creature, right? Like you're a person. And so Knight of Wands is very fiery energy, very fast moving energy. I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings for love and romance. So we would see Knight of Wands as like this hookup kind of energy or someone who's in and out of your life. But in the weekly forecasts on my channel, I like to focus on everything other than love and romance. And I like to focus on you guys. You, your energy, your situation in the weekly forecasts. And then I do love readings separate on my channel, which I have linked in the description. For those of you who want to check out Love and Romance for November, that is available. But in this reading, I want to talk about you guys. I want to talk about my lovely Pisces friends. So, Knight of Wands can indicate very fast-moving energy, very passionate energy, very confident energy. It can also indicate having to make a decision in a short period of time, right? Sometimes it can even come up with the energy of an ultimatum. However, because you guys have been extra feisty and extra spicy, I don't feel like you're being presented with the ultimatum, Pisces. I feel like you're dishing out the ultimatum. You're dishing out like this is how it's gonna be, right? I feel for some of you, you feel like you've been paying for something for a long time and you're tired of paying for it. Okay, so maybe you had a misunderstanding with a family member or a loved one, or even though we're not focusing on love, maybe even in a romantic situation, maybe you did something that hurt your partner's feelings, or they were acting like they couldn't trust you, but for whatever reason, they're still around you, they're still dealing with you, right? But you're still feeling like you're constantly having to jump through hoops, you're constantly having to make up for whatever happened in the past. And I feel the ultimatum, Pisces, is you're telling somebody, this is how it is. This is who I am. Deal with it. Deal the hell with it. Are you on board with it? Are we moving forward? Or are you not going to be able to, forget about what happened, and are you going to leave me alone? Because I feel for some of you, you're in a situation, and it could be even a work situation, where you feel like your boss is constantly coming down on you and criticizing and like being really harsh on you or being very critical. And maybe in the past, this would have filled you with so much anxiety like, oh my gosh, I'm missing the mark. Oh my gosh, I'm not good enough. And you would have beaten yourself up and you would have hated yourself. But Pisces, I feel like you're in this energy where you're like, if I'm so terrible, why are you like not letting me go? If I'm so terrible, why do you even still have me around? If I'm so terrible, why not just show me the door and be done with me? You just have this attitude where you're sick of it. You're tired of it. So I feel the Knight of Wands is you're just in this energy of like, are you going to get off my back or not? Obviously, you can't go up to your boss and you can't say that flat out. You can't tell your boss, hey, you're going to get off my back or not. But you might kind of stand up for yourself, or you might kind of like defend yourself, or you might kind of show why you're doing it this way. And if your boss is still being this way with you, many of you are ready to go and find another job, right? Or if in this relationship or friendship or living situation, this person's not getting off your back, you're ready to go. That's what the Knight of Wands tells me. You're ready to go. It's like you're presenting somebody with like, what's it gonna be? Make up your mind. You let me know so that I can make my plans. That's the energy I'm feeling around the Knight of Wands for Pisces for this, whenever you find this reading. But I'm setting the intention for the 8th through the 14th. The next card that's coming up here, Pisces. Oh, yes, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, folks. We have the Strength card. Wow. Well, now this is interesting yet again because this is a double whammy in terms of confirming the energy. Oh, real quick, you guys see the surroundings are different. I am on the road again. I am traveling. Story of my life, but we got to keep the weekly forecast coming to you guys. So the Strength card here is going to be sometimes fire energy in terms of Leo, right? The Strength card is associated with the astrological sign of Leo. If you have fire placement or Leo placement, there could be really big changes happening for you in those houses or in that area of your life. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. But astrology aside here momentarily, looking at the meaning of the cards and the energy of the cards, this is a major arcana card, right? Even though I'm setting the intention for the 8th through the 14th, major arcana energy is going to be around for a while. We're not talking about willy-nilly energy here. We're not talking about, just something for a couple of days. Whenever the major arcana cards come up, we're coming into a whole new chapter. We're coming into a whole new significant period in our life. So when we see the major arcana cards, this is letting us know that we're coming into a time of changing, of shift, of a new chapter, right? Something significant. So anytime we're at these kinds of transactions or these kinds of changes, our angels and guides are always around us, right? We can't fail. The only way we're going to fail is if we give up and if we just stop moving forward. But our angels and guides are here to help us through these changes because everything going on in your life right now is connected to what you came here to learn, what you came here to experience, what you came here to master. Strength card is loyalty. Strength card is commitment. Strength card is embracing the vulnerability and finding strength and power through gentleness. And that, to me, sums up the story of Pisces and the energy that I'm feeling around you guys lately. You're so loving. You're so sweet. You're so kind. You guys are lovers of peace. But unfortunately, that can be misunderstood by people around you as weakness or as being a pushover. And you guys are sick and tired of it. But that's exactly the energy here with the Strength card. We have this woman here. She seems like she's super chill. She's super relaxed. She seems like a very sweet, kind, gentle person. And she has this beast at her feet, like a lapdog, a loyal protector. If you or I try to reach out to that lion and touch it or try to lay a hand on her, that lion would rip us to shreds. Yet this delicate, peaceful, calm, chill woman has this lion pretty much wrapped around her finger. So it's the strength through gentleness, right? I like to imagine like what the background story might be here. How did this lady get this lion to be with her like that? You know, she didn't go and yell at it and whip it and beat it up and beat it into submission. It would have ripped her to shreds. So I imagine she may have given it distance. She may have given it space. She may have left out food and water for it. She may have taken care of it when it was sick. And little by little established that trust, right? Through that kindness, through that common care, that now this lion has her back. This lion is protecting her. Don't mess with her, right? Don't mess with her, because this lion will rip you to shreds. And so a lot of you Pisces, you're tired of that selflessness, right? But not having the defender, not having the person who has your back, or being seen as weak. And now you're showing that I'm strength, I'm gentle, but I'm also firm, right? Just because I'm not coming at you, throwing my weight around, cussing you out, acting all, you know, gangster-like or thug-like, it doesn't mean that you want to mess with me. It doesn't mean that you can push me around. And so it's coming into the strength. Strength card for me also comes up when, like, you're going to establish relationships and friendships and partnerships with people who are loyal to you, who have your back, who defend you, who support you, because you're taking the initiative first in not giving up on yourself. Going your way, doing what's important to you, being loyal and committed to yourself, and you're going to have people stand up and support you in that process. So I just feel here that you guys are done with making unnecessary sacrifices or constantly having to prove yourself. You're like, I've proven myself. Is it enough for you? Is it not enough for you? Makes not a dang difference to me. I couldn't care less. Because if it's not enough for you, I'm more than happy to move on and do my thing and not hear this constant complaining. I'm tired of the complaining. I'm tired of the criticism. Right? That's the energy that Pisces is in. And you're ready to stand alone if necessary. The next card coming up here for Pisces. Holy cannoli. This is a big week for you guys. It's not surprising because we're coming out of the new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is intense energy. It's also water energy, which Pisces, you're very comfortable with water because you are water. You guys are very, very, very like close with that moon energy. You're ruled by the moon. So it doesn't surprise me that you've got these cards coming up. You have another major arcana card coming up. That's why I laughed, and it's a big one. I wouldn't be surprised if your outcome is major arcana also. I really wouldn't be, because this energy here is intense. The major arcana cards are a big deal. As I said, they're new chapters, they're transitions. So when the major arcana cards are coming up on top of each other, one after another, this tells me, my darlings and my dears, that this is really big changes happening in a short period of time where you're getting rid of everything that no longer serves you. Everything that's been slowing you down, everything that's been holding you back, insecurities, past life agreements, or contracts that no longer serve you. I feel specifically, Pisces, many of you have been kind of slowed down in this lifetime because you have past life agreements where you took vows of poverty or vows of celibacy in previous lives because you're very spiritual beings. And so in previous lives, and I don't mean to say that all Pisces are spiritual beings. I feel the collective I'm reading for right now is a very spiritual population of Pisces. Now, I feel that in the past, when you were very spiritual, you went into spirituality through the very, very archaic belief of like suffering, right? Suffering for the Lord, suffering as a good person. That being a good person and being devoted meant suffering or sacrificing. So I feel many of you in previous lives took vows of poverty or vows of celibacy to be in the spiritual path. And so in this life, money has been difficult for you. Relationships have been challenging for you. You may have guilt around physical intimacy, or the kinds of things you want to do physically, intimately with people, or feeling ashamed of that part of yourself or whatever, but you're breaking out of that. I feel a lot of you are specifically breaking out of contracts or agreements around living a life of poverty, where you're breaking out of that. You're not going to live a life of poverty anymore, or a vow of celibacy. You're breaking out of those, okay? Now, it can be all these other past life agreements also. It's not going to be confined to just those two agreements. I just feel a strong energy that a lot of you are going to be breaking out of those two agreements, but it can be different for different ones of you. Now, the next card here, the Star card, this is beautiful. This is wonderful, powerful energy. Now, traditionally, the Star card can indicate Aquarius energy, right? So if you have an Aquarius placement, there could be big changes happening for you in that area of your life. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. However, again, we're going to put the astrology and the zodiac aside here just for a moment and look at the characteristics and the meaning and the symbolism behind the Star card. The Star card follows the Tower. Tower is sudden destruction, chaos, being pushed out of our comfort zone. The Star card comes up to say, we've moved past the Tower. The Tower is over, it's done, and now is the time for building. Now is the time for creation. Now is the time that we can expect for things to get better and for our plans to actually stick, for them to actually take shape and take form. The Star card is making it out of the darkness a shining light and being a source of inspiration and healing for others. It's the path of the wounded healer, right? Some of you are stepping into your role as healers through your own healing. Star card can also indicate that some of you are beginning to gain attention or praise or make a name for yourself in your business online, or a reputation for yourself in your chosen career or field. It can be attention that you're receiving, okay? The Star card is going to be long-term abundance, income coming in from more than one avenue or more than one stream, okay? So this is going to be happy, comfortable, abundant retirement, long-term plans, being seen, being celebrated, being praised, being appreciated, right? This is the energy you're stepping into. You're tired of the criticism. You're tired of being made to feel that you're not good enough. And I think the big thing of Pisces is a lot of you are opening your eyes and you're realizing that you've been dealing with people who've been withholding approval, or withholding like telling you that you're doing a good job or praising you, because in their mind, they feel like if they give you credit, you're going to stop trying as hard. So it's this manipulation tactic. They're going to act like they're not happy with you so that you keep performing, so that you keep jumping through hoops, so that you keep chasing the carrot, right? And you guys are like, I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm not doing it anymore. I know I'm doing a good job. I know I have something to offer. So if you're not going to give me credit for it, I'm out of here. I'm bouncing. I'm done. Right? You're tired of the struggle. You're tired of the chaos. And this time you're not going to wait until you have a nervous breakdown, or until you blow up, or until you're not waiting for the Tower moment. You've had enough Tower moments. You're like, I know what I deserve. I'm ready to go elsewhere if need be. I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to be appreciated. And the beautiful thing is, Pisces, I feel some of you have in the past looked for this in relationships. Like you looked for a partner to praise you and comfort you and tell you that you were amazing, or that you were valuable, or that you were worthy. But like you don't even need it from the person anymore. You're finding it in other ways, through your accomplishments, through partnerships and jobs that compensate you fairly, right? Or give you the recognition that you deserve. You're finding that recognition and that praise and that positive attention that you deserve, but you're also finding it outside of romantic relationships. Because in the past, again, the romantic relationship, some of you dealt with people that used it against you. They knew you needed to hear it, so when they wanted to turn things to their favor, they would withhold the praise. They would withhold the appreciation or the affection to get what they wanted to get out of you. So it was like this double-edged sword, right? They knew how to use it against you, and they knew how to use it to give you enough to stick around. So you're breaking out of that. You're coming into true independence, true success, true self-esteem, confidence, beautiful energy here. The next card that's coming up for Pisces is the Fool. Another major arcana card. So, my dears and my darlings, we have another major arcana card. Major arcana cards right on top of each other tells us big changes and big shifts in a short period of time. So the remainder of the year, there's going to be a lot of shifts for a lot of you. The Fool card is a leap of faith. We might be feeling pulled or called in a direction that doesn't make sense to a lot of people. They might be like, why in the heck would you even be doing this, right? I give the example. I went to school to do like legal work, and I was thinking of being a lawyer for a while, but I stopped at the paralegal realm. I worked really hard to get to a certain level in my career, and I was working with lawyers and attorneys, and people thought, oh, wow, like, what a respectful job. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to do tarot, right? Spirit is pulling me to do tarot, or I'm being called to do tarot and energy healing. I'm being called to start putting stuff on YouTube. People thought I had lost my mind, right? They're like, woo, she's gone crazy. She's, woof, you know, she's gone, right? And so some of you may be feeling called to do something that's not going to make sense to people, right? Why would you walk away from this career? Or why would you choose to invest your time and energy into like this idea or this belief or this principle? Or why would you walk away from this organization or from this position that you've held for so long? And you might feel like, I can't explain why, but I just feel like I'm being called to go in this direction. The Fool card tells you two things. Number one, you're not imagining it. You're being led in this direction. Number two, you're going to take this leap of faith, but you need to look before you jump. See, he's got something with him. He's traveling light, but he has tools for the road, or he has snacks or whatever it is that he needs. He's traveling light, but he's taking things with him, right? The umbrella might not be the best kind of parachute here, but he's got something, right? So the Fool card says you're being led in this direction. Look before you jump. Plan your landing. Don't just leap and hope for the best. Plan your landing. What are some safety nets that you can put out there? What are some things that you can rely on until things get going or things get moving? What are some ways that you can make the transition as smoothly as possible? You're going to jump, but you're going to plan the jump. You're going to look before you leap. You don't want to just willy-nilly go throwing yourself off the mountain and landing on your head. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks this might resonate more than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Be well, my dears. Take care, Pisces.